TV host Tucker Carlson and Fox News have agreed to part ways.
This just in, Don Lemon is out at CNN.
Hey, time for another Rick Take. Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon both seemingly let go from their respective jobs. Don at CNN and Tucker at Fox. Oh, let's jump right into it, shall we? All right, so Don Lemon, he gets fired by CNN. I am stunned. Don Lemon fired by CNN. Network disputes the details. But this is only one part of this shit soup storm that is decided to crop up on a fucking Monday. Let's get into it. All right. So Don Lemon says he's been fired from his post at CNN This Morning, which he co-anchored with Caitlin Collins and Poppy Harlow for about 6 months. Before that, he had a primetime slot. Think about that. The former anchor, who was on air Monday morning, shared the news in a statement on Twitter. I was informed this morning by my agent that I have been terminated from CNN. I am stunned, he wrote. CNN CEO Chris Licht said in a statement that the network wishes him well and will cheer him on as he pursues future endeavors, echoing what he wrote in an email to CNN staffers obtained by USA Today. To my CNN colleagues, CNN and Don have parted ways. Don will forever be a part of the CNN family, and we thank him for his contributions over the past 17 years, Licht said. He added, CNN This Morning has been on air for nearly 6 months, and we are committed to its success. CNN's move to part with Lemon broke shortly after news of Tucker Carlson's departure from Fox News. Lemon expressed frustration with the manner in which he says the news was delivered to him, and I'll jump over to his tweet. I was informed this morning by my agent that I have been terminated by CNN. I am stunned. After 17 years at CNN, I would have thought that someone in management would have had the decency to tell me directly. At no time was I ever given any indication that I would not be able to continue to do the work I have loved at the network. It is clear that there are some larger issues at play. With that said, I want to thank my colleagues and the many teams I have worked with for an incredible run. They are the most talented journalists in the business, and I wish them all the best. That's a fucking hot take. All right. USA Today has reached out to Lemon's rep for comment. I doubt he'll get back. CNN's communications Twitter account said Lemon's public assertions about his termination are not true. Don Lemon's statement about this morning's event is inaccurate, CNN said. He was offered an opportunity to meet with management, but instead released a statement on Twitter. Well, faux outrage from the outrage disseminators that are at CNN. Lemon is one of them. After more than 8 years as a primetime host, Lemon on November 1st was moved along with Harlow and Collins to the relaunched CNN Mornings, the replacement for New Day, as part of a revamped by Licht. But ratings for the new show have been dismal. Of course they have. Nobody wants to wake up that fucking early and watch those idiots parade around with their bullshit. That's my that's one of my Rick takes for this. Lemon joined the network in September 2006. The news of Lemon's termination comes on the heels of reports of alleged misogyny in a lengthy piece from Variety. In February, Lemon made headlines for offensive statements about Nikki Haley, for which he apologized in February. And it seems as though Lemon has passed from the prime of his life, and he's doing other things. Lemon has been accused of making other offensive comments about women on air in the past, and, according to the Variety report released earlier this month, or inappropriate behavior toward female colleagues at network. The report alleges the anchor has disrespected former colleagues, including Nancy Grace and Soledad O'Brien, in a number of public settings, including on air and in editorial meetings. Variety interviewed more than a dozen former and current colleagues, many of whom were quoted anonymously. The report also included details on Lemon's alleged offenses to Kyra Phillips, with whom he co-anchored CNN's Live From in 2008. Phillips declined to comment on these allegations to Variety. A rep for Le Mans told USA Today at the time that Variety's story was riddled with patently false anecdotes and no concrete evidence. The report is entirely based on unsourced, unsubstantiated, 15-year-old anonymous gossip, Le Mans rep added. It's amazing and disappointing that Variety would be so reckless. A spokesperson for CNN added that the news network was unable to corroborate the alleged accounts contained in the report. But that's not all. Tucker Carlson leaves Fox News in wake of Dominion Voting Systems lawsuit. Fox News host Tucker Carlson will no longer host his high-profile talk show, and his last show was Friday. The company announced in a news release the week after a 9-figure settlement from the company in a lawsuit related to the 2020 presidential election. We'll zoom in a little bit on this because y'all can't see it. I probably should have done that for that one too, but oh well. The release said the two parties have agreed to part ways. A rotating panel of people will host Fox News tonight, the release said. Carlson himself did not release a public statement about his departure before press time. Fox News settled the defamation suit that many saw as a slam dunk for Dominion Voting Systems for $787.5 million, right as the case was about to go to trial. The cable news organization said in a statement, "We acknowledge the court's rulings finding certain claims about Dominion to be false." Text messages released in March as part of the lawsuit showed that even though Carlson spread disinformation about Dominion's voting machines, he said privately of Trump, "I hate him passionately," adding that he can't handle much more of this and that he truly can't wait to be able to stop covering Trump. Carlson had also become a leading voice on television spreading far-right viewpoints. One of those was the Great Replacement theory, the idea that white people are being intentionally replaced by people of color. That led to the Anti-Defamation League to call for his firing. "It's about time," the ADL CEO, Jonathan Greenblatt, wrote on Twitter Monday. "For far too long, Tucker Carlson has used his primetime show to spew anti-Semitic, racist, xenophobic, and anti-LGBTQ hate to millions." Representative Liz Cheney, former Republican representative from Wyoming, a member of the January 6th investigative committee who lost her seat after going against former President Donald Trump, rejoiced on Twitter. "After all Tucker's lies and defamation, it's about time," she wrote. Michael Cohen, Donald Trump's former attorney and a frequent target of Carlson, said he found much to dislike about Carlson. "Does the word everything sum up my disdain for him and his vile rhetoric?" Cohen said. Carlson himself may have been taken by surprise after he ended his final show on Friday, telling viewers, "We'll be back on Monday." Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Came to Tucker's defense today, and I'm going to read this for you. Zoom out one more. Okay. Fox fires at Tucker Carlson 5 days after he crosses the red line by acknowledging that the TV networks pushed a deadly and ineffective vaccine to please their pharma advertisers. Carlson's breathtakingly courageous April 19th monologue broke TV's two biggest rules. Tucker told the truth about how greedy pharma advertisers controlled TV news content, and he lambasted obsequious newscasters for promoting jabs they knew to be lethal and worthless for many years. Tucker has had the nation's biggest audience, averaging 3.5 million people, 10 times the size of CNN. Fox just demonstrated the terrifying power of big pharma. More to develop on this? I bet there is. Well, if you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and share it with your friends. If you didn't like the video, hate watch it, hate share it, and give her a thumbs down, because I don't care. I do this for the fun of it. And with that said, it's been another amazing Monday, filled to the brim with potential Rick takes, and I have so much shit to do that I gotta peace out. And now for something on topic.
It's political journalist Tucker Carlson and his professional partner Elena Granyenko.
My name is Tucker Carlson. I'm a journalist. I wrote for magazines and newspapers for about 10 years, and I've been in television news for about 6. There are some unknown number of Israeli forces, in the hundreds, maybe the thousands, When I first got the call about doing this, I thought they must be calling the wrong guy. My dance experience consists of drinking too much at a couple rehearsal dinners. It's all about the wedding performance, baby.